Everybody shut up and action. Alright, let's talk about Trap. This movie was interesting. I mean, you know what, like, I kind of wish I didn't watch the trailer going into this movie because I feel like it would have been a little more exciting to watch, but it's fine. The trailer doesn't really spoil too much. It just kind of kills the entire understanding of the guy you're watching. The main character of this movie is the villain. It's not the type of serial killer movie where it's like, oh, we're going on this entire murder mystery journey to discover a serial killer who has been killing a bunch of people in sick ways. No. This entire movie's plot is essentially there's a serial killer taking his daughter to a concert of a popular singer. And he wants to do anything he can to make her happy and have a good time at this concert with his daughter. But the entire plot point is that this entire concert was a setup. It's a setup for the police to catch the serial killer. So every single man who is at this concert is being screened by the police because the police already have a profile on who the serial killer is. The FBI has been investigating him for a while. They have an idea on who he is, his entire motive, his entire upbringing, to see his psychological trauma that may have caused this. There's a lot in this movie, and oh my goodness, it has you hooked. The tension is there. It makes you anxious throughout the thing. Will he escape? Will he not escape? What will he do? What will other people intervene? There is so much going on that you are hooked to this movie, okay? Like, cinematically wise, every shot is beautiful. Like, it is very gorgeous cinematically. It's not CGI built. It's just natural shots, and it's beautiful to watch on screen. You are really watching his character. You want to see how he escapes. Will he even be able to escape to begin with? Because they've covered every route, every exit has guards posted. He wants to see if he can create distractions and cause guards to go help someone and then see if he can escape. No, there is a lot going on. Even the roof is guarded. There's no way for him to escape. How will he escape? And at the same time, what will you do about his daughter? He can't just leave his daughter alone there. That would be suspicious. His daughter's already his daughter's who just wants to have fun, and she's like, Dad, why are you so stressed out? And there's so much going on. The daughter's relationship with other kids, like, she's being bullied at school, or not even bullied, like, she just has troubled relations with other kids at school, but they're also at the concert. Their parents are interacting with him. There's just so much going on. He is being stressed from so many angles, and his character, just as a psychological perspective analysis, it is so interesting to just look and analyze his character. And then you try to understand, oh wait, oh, this is like, there's a lot open-ended in this movie. Like, is the FBI investigator his mom or not? There's just so much going on with this character, analyzing him, like what we're being given about his birth. And then at the same time, there's so much about, like, oh, he has two different personalities. Is he a split personality type thing? Like, oh, he separated his psychological serial killer half from his family side half. There's so much about this character that is just so interesting to analyze and watch unfold, and the entire tension has you anxious watching the entire story. Granted, at times it just stales out and you're kind of just there watching, interested, but kind of lightheaded, like not lightheaded, but like more, less tense in a way that you kind of get bored. Because when it gets tense, it gets exciting and interesting to watch. But when it gets less tense and like you kind of lose yourself from the film, you kind of separate yourself from the film, and there's just times where it's like, huh, how do you get there from there, huh? Like, you say it, but like, that kind of doesn't make sense. There's a lot about this movie that just doesn't make sense from some perspectives, but otherwise it's like a really interesting film to examine. And like, there are other inconsistencies where it's like, oh, you aren't supposed to tell him that it's a trap, but you tell him it's a trap. I mean, I get it, like, you don't want to keep a secret. He seems like a nice guy. He's a firefighter, so it's like, oh, okay, like, the serial killer is a firefighter. Oh, okay, I wouldn't expect a firefighter to be a serial killer either, but like, there is a lot going on in this movie. Sometimes you're just like, okay, I'm confused, I'm bored, like, it doesn't seem interesting. Other times, when you're seeing plot twists, when you're seeing plot points develop, it hooks you in so much, and you're kind of hooked to the story. At the same time, while you're hooked from a character perspective, not so much from the story perspective. It does have you hooked at times, but not like thoroughly that you're entirely immersed into the story, but it does immerse you at times. The entire first half of this movie is just extremely tense and really intriguing to watch, and while you're still psychoanalyzing him, the entire escape, plot, progress kind of hooks you in, and it's really interesting to watch how he does whatever he can to make his daughter happy, while at the same time being so stressed out about how he will escape. And it's just a really interesting blend of his two personalities that makes it really fun and interesting to watch. Movie in general, it is kind of exciting. It is kind of tense and anxious and anxiety inducing film to watch. It's kind of fun from that perspective, though it does kind of tire you out in some ways, and it just stales out at a lot of times, but for the most part you're kind of hooked, and it's a really fun character to psychoanalyze and fun story to watch unfold. It is really thrilling. I think this movie is a solid 75% good watch, so check it out. Peace.